whole different arguments.
Purchase alert, push notification.
You sound a little like, what's that?
Yeah. This is true. It's not good. It's interesting, we're out in Google, one of their headquarters with some partners. A couple of you guys are here, and they're talking a lot about that type of philosophy, not necessarily true bill, but just in this market, you know, they're seeing indicators where before it was a lot of searching around rate. Now it's searching around life event, and they're seeing that translate into mortgage application. So, you know, as you think about how are you getting in front of people, what are you talking about, less about rate, more about life-changing events, which Truebill helps with that. Yeah, I think it was a big deal. What else? What other questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
The young lady in the back first.
You're next.
Yeah, you were talking about the funnel of business. So as somebody that now I've been in the business for 21 years. So now I'm doing more towards the recruiting of the loan officers and dealing with realtors, doing happy hours for them to try to get business for my loan officers and myself. What type of client do you think I should go after as far as agents are concerned, title companies, et cetera, to build like $1 million company?
Well, without knowing more specifics about your company, look, every company, that's why I talked about earlier, what's your why? Who are you as a company? Who are you? Because there's what, 2.5 million realtors or something like that in the country? I'm sure not every realtor is right for your company and vice versa. So what is it? Is your company like highly digital? Is it a scale company that drives toward automation? Or is it, you know, service oriented?
Service.
You know, how do you think about, because when you think about who you are, then you say, aha, this type of realtor, or this type of builder, or this type of referral client is perfect for what we do. I think sometimes people tend to throw too big of a net.
Yeah.
I'll just take anybody.
Yeah.
I think that's a mistake. I think you often define yourself by who you say no to, more so than who you say yes to. And if the answer is someone says, I don't say no to anybody, that's probably not good. So I really think it comes down to really understanding that and nurturing that and being selective about who you bring in. The other thing is, when you look at the relationships that you have, which ones are most successful? Identify the ones that are really, really successful. And then why are they successful? What is it about that relationship that's successful? And replicate that. And I often think that the success plan is right in front of our faces a lot of times, and we sometimes miss that. Like, are you finding that, you know, it is women-owned companies? Are you finding that it is, you know, it is smaller market, it is upmarket, it is luxury properties, it is entry-level properties, whatever that is, and really play off that and drive toward that. But, you know, it's great that you have like mixers and alcohol never hurt anything. I think we're going to prove here in a half hour. But really, they have a why too. Yeah. And so, what's their why? Their why, for sure, it's going to be that they want to do more business, mostly. But it also might be other things as well. And really understanding what that is and speaking to that, I think, is critical. It's interesting how a lot of people create a great event, have a nice thing, and yet the real work is understanding what it is about to. It's like dating. You can go to the best restaurant in the world, but if you're not having a great conversation, I'm not sure there's going to be a second date. Yeah. So that was a weird analogy.
No, but it's true. Thank you.
Question back here.
Yes, my name is Amir. I'm from a US mortgage. My base is stationed in North Carolina. I have one question to you. That is, the market right now, it is challenging. We feel from the field. Now, what is your, in one sentence, best advice for the broker? That would be my first question.
One sentence.
One sentence.
One sentence.
It'd be an unbelievable run-on sentence.
Yes, we'll take that.
Okay, and second thing is, of course, this market currently is a little bit different than what it was maybe last year. So based on this current situation, how the rocket preparing for the broker like us who are doing the business as a field representative for rocket, are you guys gonna offer anything little bit new or to handle the challenges? Are we going to deploy any other devices that so that we can feel a little bit more comfortable in the current market to take the challenges daily we are facing? Thank you.
So, if I understand, sorry, the second question is, how is Rocket helping facilitate for the broker? Is that?
How you can do, yes, or if you have any plan based on the current market scenario, if you're going to deploy any tool or devices that can help us a little bit more to take the hit on the current market.
Gotcha. Well, my one sentence, I already mentioned, so to recap, love your business and know your why. So that may sound trite, but I've found over the years when I talk to highly successful business people, they're really, really clear. They're really, really clear on why they exist. And they also, to a man, to a woman, they love it.
Yeah.
They just love it. They love what they do. They love the day-to-day fight. They love the challenge. They see it as a puzzle. They can't wait to get up in the morning. It doesn't mean they don't have bad days. We all do. But they just love it. And a lot of folks would do it. I was going to say they do it for free, but that's probably not true. But the money becomes secondary to the grades. The money becomes secondary to the grades. So that's what I've observed.
Do it for free, Bob.
What's that?
Do it for free.
Yeah, we do it for free.
Feels like it sometimes.
I'll give you one sentence, because it was actually, this quote has been ringing in my head. We had one of the original Jamaican bobsledders come and speak to our leadership team about 3 weeks ago. I was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, it was like the movie Cool Runnings.
Yeah.
But he said something, it's a long sentence, but it qualifies as one sentence. He said, in times of change, learners inherit the earth, comma, while the learned are beautifully equipped to handle a world that no longer exists. So in times of change, learners take over, while those who think they know it all, who refuse to learn, are beautifully equipped to handle a world that's behind us. I think it's super relevant. I mean, the people that are having fun in this market today and seeing success, they're embracing it, they love the game, and they're learning, and they're reaching out to peers, and they're researching, they're trying new things, because you have a little bit more time on your hands now, and it's a market where you can try some things, make some errors, and learn. And so you're either going to just, use that little bit extra time, going negative, or trying the same thing over and over again, or, try some new things, learn.
Yeah.
Time when people inherit, learners inherit the earth. I forgot the second part.
I think the second question, if I understood it properly, or what are the things that we're doing, the devices that we're engaging to employ? Gosh, so I when I say inherited, TPO started reporting to me in 1997. And back then, I think we were doing $7 billion a year. 2007.